on today's episode of an A-list celebrity having beef with a chips company. That's right, getting owned by a bag of chips. Chris Brown really fell off. The chips company Ruffles has just responded to Chris Brown's post about being removed from the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game, and it's become a whole mess. So let's get into it. Chris Brown is slamming the NBA and alluding that he was excluded from the league's yearly NBA All-Star Celebrity Game because of what appears to be his previous domestic violence controversies. Earlier Saturday morning, he shared multiple screenshots of emails on his Instagram story allegedly sent by representatives of the NBA. Now, before we get into the emails he posted on his Instagram stories to his 100+ million followers, people believe the past he is alluding to is referring to his 2009 assault on Rihanna, which resulted in a felony charge. Additionally, in 2022, he was also sued for allegedly drugging and a woman. Now, it's important to note that these aren't the only allegations that Chris Brown has faced over the last couple of years, which we'll be getting more into that in a bit. But he posted this email on his Instagram story that read, "Welcome to 2024 NBA All-Star Weekend. We are thrilled that you will be a part of the weekend." They include the venue location as well as the date, followed by details regarding some of his credentials for this event, as well as ticketing and transportation. The email seemed pretty legit, and he followed this up with another Instagram story where this email purportedly sent by an NBA representative included images showing the design of Chris Brown's blue uniform, which he would be wearing as a member of Lil Wayne's team. Now, here's where the drama kicks in, and Chris Brown starts expressing his rage. He goes, "I was asked by the NBA to play in the All-Star game this year, only for them to call later and say they couldn't do it because of their sponsors like Ruffles. At this point, I'm sick of people bothering me, and I'm tired of living in the fucking past. I posted the emails so y'all could see. The NBA still was trying to get me to come and sit courtside, not effing happening." And then he posts this story saying that he only goes to places where he feels appreciated. And if you thought Chris Brown was mad enough about this situation, no. Boy, have you thought wrong, because he even ended up posting what seems to be a fan edit that displayed the message of something along the lines that this was a message to all his haters out there, and if you don't like him or what he does, and if you're still watching him, you're essentially a fan. So clearly it seems like this whole situation pissed him off about the whole thing of him being uninvited to the NBA game, allegedly, and a lot of people from his Instagram stories thought that Ruffles was one of the sponsors that wasn't fine with Chris Brown's past, as Chris Brown has faced allegations of DV on multiple occasions over the span of his career, I'm sure, as we all know. He was accused of physically assaulting a woman during an argument at a Los Angeles residence just in 2021. However, he also has a lengthy record of legal disputes over the past 2 decades, notably including the whole incident with him and Rihanna. Several outlets have detailed Chris Brown's long history of legal battles for alleged violent acts from 2013 up until 2021 to 2022, which is literally just 2 years ago. And I want to read some of the most recent ones that have been reported, because this is why people have continuously been criticizing Chris Brown, saying that he hasn't changed as a person, as he would be in his 30s, a whole grown man, according to these allegations. Fast forward to the reported allegations of 2021 and 2022. June 28, 2021, Chris Brown is accused of striking women at his home. On June 28, 2021, LA police responded to a call from a woman at Brown's home claiming that a male suspect, which several outlets including TMZ and ABC7 reported being Brown, struck her in the back of the head. Brown was no longer at home when police arrived, but the officers recorded a crime report. And then January 27, 2022, Chris Brown is sued by a woman claiming he raped and drugged her in Miami. A woman identified as Jane Doe filed a $20 million lawsuit against Brown on January 27, 2022, alleging that he and raped her on December 30, 2020 on a yacht in Miami. The woman also detailed 2 subsequent encounters with Brown, including an instance in August 2021 when Brown became irate because she would not respond to his alleged advances. Now, what's interesting about this whole situation is that Ruffles is denying they had anything to do with Chris Brown getting uninvited, when it seems like Chris Brown is saying otherwise on his Instagram stories. But Ruffles posted a statement to their Instagram saying, "Ruffles sponsored last night's NBA All-Star Celebrity Game. However, we do not have any involvement in nor visibility to any player decisions or celebrity invite discussions." It's interesting to note that they did limit the comments on this Instagram post, and you can't really comment on it or see any comments at all, but that doesn't mean people were going to stop talking about this over on Twitter. Over on Twitter, the reactions have been, "Aw, isn't it sad that your actions have consequences that will follow you your whole life? If only you didn't woman. This person saying, good, we don't support abuse if it isn't the consequences of his own actions. I mean, he's a terrible person. Why did he even get an invite to an all-star game in the first place? We don't support abuse. This person saying, welcome to not being a celebrity anymore, down there with the other abusers. So it's very apparent where people stand on this situation, and people did not stop talking about this. People over on TikTok also gave their opinions on the situation and the current state of Chris Brown's career as well, and him having to reap what he has sown, all due to the consequences of his past.
And as much as I like Chris Brown musically, and I feel like he has good music, he is the reason, he's ultimately the reason why he will never be where he needs to be musically. He will never get the credit that he deserves musically, because again, over a span of 15 years, you've done numerous things. Are we not going to forget maybe about a year or two ago about the whole colorist thing, and all of a sudden now he puts, darker skinned women, and like, y'all be forgetting. Like, don't get me wrong, the brother makes great music, he sings amazingly, but the reality is that unfortunately your actions outweigh your work. And when it does that, and you've done it multiple times, again, like you said, not even just the whole, Rihanna situation, like the whole Karuchi situation, Frank Ocean, when you were on Good Morning America, like you damaged Good Morning America, like you've had it's just not a one and done thing.
Now it seems like as of last night, Chris Brown is doubling down on his statement, and he is still calling cap on the chips company Ruffles for denying snubbing him from the NBA All-Star Game. He posted this on his Instagram story after Ruffles made their statement, saying, at Ruffles, I guess y'all are trying to save face now. Stand on business. Don't try to make it look like I'm tripping. You and the NBA representatives know exactly what y'all are doing. I have no reason to lie. Y'all know I don't chase clout. The only reason they responded is because of all the Team Breezy fans flooding their shit. Stop freaking playing with me. See how fake this is. Cowards. Y'all know damn well I ain't lying because I never be on this type of time. These at Ruffles are trying to save face. But let me know why you guys think Chris Brown got booted. Do you think it was because of his past and that Ruffles is just covering up, since they're saying they really had no part in him being uninvited to the NBA game? It's also interesting that Ruffles limited their comment section. Let me know what you guys think about that, or if you think Chris Brown was uninvited for some other reason. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.